All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. And incomplete here on third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle is going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now Ryan. Got a man. It's the first NFL catch for Calvin Ridley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hey, able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense heading out. You know, last year at this time, Charles, we said this was a franchise that's kind of been in neutral for a while. They're not neutral anymore. Defending Super Bowl champs. What do you think, favorites again?
I think so because this team has few holes, if any. Look, your quarterback, Carson Wentz, gets hurt before the season's over. His backup, Nick Foles, wins Super Bowl MVP. Wentz probably would have won the regular season if he finished out the year. Offensive line, one of the best in the game. Passing game keeps getting better. Multiple runners who can run it and catch it. Flip it over to defense. Tremendous defensive front. They can just swarm and get after you. Great coordinator, very creative. The big thing for them, they have to take everyone's best shot week in and week out during the season.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. What's your son?
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Grady Jarrett able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
4 down, 4 down. Check. Go. Waiting.
Wentz now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dion Lewis punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Falcons offense, Charles, heading back out there, coming off a 10-6 season, made the playoffs again, but coming off the previous season when they blew that Super Bowl to the Patriots, I think a lot of folks were expecting more in 2017. So now turn the page, what can we expect this year?
They want to return to explosiveness on offense. I mean, that's what they've got to get to. You mentioned 2016. They rolled up points like crazy. Absolutely obliterated people on the offensive side of the ball. They want to get back to that. Get Julio Jones, get him sprung free again. But they drafted Calvin Ridley out of Alabama to help with that. All right, they can run the football, obviously, with Devontae Freeman. On the defensive side, the mantra is speed, speed, speed. And they want to get Vic Beasley back chasing the quarterback where he led the league in sacks 2 seasons ago.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Get up!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 1st carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
4 down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Hey. 4 down.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Come on now, let's go. Hey, stack. Here we go. 180.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Still going, they can't stop him. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Can't have enough good pass-catching tight ends in the NFL. And the Eagles, they wanted to replenish their stock. They lost Trey Burton in the offseason, so they selected Dallas Goedert out of South Dakota State in the 2nd round, and he is nothing but a big-time pass catcher.
What a great story, because South Dakota State didn't offer him a scholarship out of high school. He walked on there.
Yeah, so now Zach Ertz has a running mate at tight end.
81.
Into the red zone, Wentz. Now he's forced out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Come on now, let's go.
This is Clement. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Shorty.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Carson Wentz, that's his first touchdown pass since December 10th of last year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you can kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys that make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Go. 20.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go. Here we go. 20.
Now Wentz again. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Again, it's Wentz. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Elliott puts this one through. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This is Coleman, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Devontae Freeman stays on his feet, and he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Get up!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go.
On first down, Ryan. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Coleman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now the rookie from Southern Miss, this is Ito Smith, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
12.
Now Ryan on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's Ryan. Sanu with the grab over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Coleman now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And Bryant's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Hey, other side, solid.
The run, it's Clement. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They run. Devontae Freeman. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, let's go. 21.
Freeman again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure it's just a little bit extra.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down.
And then under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss of 4. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Shorty. 4 down. Check. Mine's 54. In your face.
Off the toss, Lewis. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Eagles, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.